Hey loves, it's your girl Bri here and I'm back to you with another video. So today, if you have not seen by the title, I am bringing you a couple tips that I have to get you through that first semester of nursing school. And if you have not checked out any of my previous nursing videos, which I would love for you to check them out, I have a whole playlist for you. This is not my first time going through the first semester, so if you would like to take any tips from anybody, it's somebody that done been through it twice. So, and yes, I passed this time, so let's get into the tips. If you're new here, this channel is all about beauty vlogs, lifestyle vlogs, and we throw a little bit of nursing in there. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and join this Perfectly Imperfect Bestie like initiation, or you know, if you want to be a Perfectly Imperfect Bestie, just hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, and don't forget to leave some love in those comments, y'all. I know I haven't been uploading. It's been a long time, but I'm trying to get the flow back slowly but surely there. So just stay with me and stick with me. And if you have any other questions throughout this video that I do not discuss, just leave it down below. First step, number 1, prayer. I don't know who you believe in. I believe Jesus died for my sins. So I'm a Christian and I pray. I give it to God and I try my best not to worry about it. It's easier said than done when you have tests, you have quizzes you have to do, you have all these assignments, you have a husband, you have kids. Like, life can get overwhelming, but me, I choose to give it to God. So when I say prayer, like, I don't know, because I know there's so many religions out there and so many beliefs out there, but being intentional with my time, things that bring me peace, I'm very intentional. That's the reason why I made this number 1, because you need to be sane enough to like get through this, because they're throwing stuff at you, they're giving you all this material. They don't expect you to know everything and remember everything. They say that all the time, but you have to remember just enough for the exam and actually make a good grade. But that's neither here or there. But the thing that got me through the most is prayer. I would pray in the morning and pray before I drop my kids off. You probably see a little bit of that in my previous videos. I also journal. I literally will read a chapter out of the Bible and I'll just annotate it, like write what I got from it using the SOAP method, which I've talked about previously in my videos as well. But making the time for that and being intentional with that, I know that can be overwhelming because you're like, dang, I gotta study for a test, but 30 minutes, or even 15 minutes, or cut on some praise and worship music, something just to raise your spirits up a little bit and just make you feel good, like you can tackle the day, you can pass this test, you can. It's just, we have to encourage. Ain't nobody gonna be sitting there like, oh Bri, you can do this, but you got it in you. No, I don't know how your support system looks, but not everybody's support system is like that. And I'm not throwing my support system under the bus, but there was plenty days that I felt like was my low, and not a lot of people was like, Bri, you can do this. You have to have that within yourself. You can't leave that for somebody else's responsibility. Okay, I'm off that high horse. But number 2, as soon as you get the material, study it. I kid you not. The test that I did the worst on is because I was like, oh, I'll get to it this weekend, or procrastination. You have to be disciplined and to think, okay, I have to do. And with that, as soon as you get the material, you'll be given a syllabus. So when you're given the syllabus, go through the syllabus and say, okay, I got an exam this day, this day, and this day. If y'all want a video on that, I can do that. But I know there's plenty of videos out there, but I could show you how I do it. Just leave a comment below. But I got this exam this day, this exam this day. Okay, how many chapters are within this one exam? Y'all, it'd be like 6 or 8, 9, 10 chapters in one, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but in one chapter, in one exam. So you have to be, you know, there's no way you can learn 6 chapters in a weekend and your test on Monday. You have to be realistic. So you have to set up part the time. I know I'm saying a lot of time things. Time. So yeah, I can't really go too deep in that. Like, if y'all want a video, just let me know. But have a planner. I've said this before in the video when I was saying that I had to drop, but having a planner is really good. There's digital planners. There's ones if you want to write and you got a pretty handwriting and you just want to write like cute little things to remember things, like, you can do that. Just have a planner and set aside, okay, for today, I'm going to learn 2 chapters. I'm going to read them, I'm going to listen to the lecture, and I'm going to do some practice questions. You just knocked out 2 chapters and you got 6 chapters for one test. Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you knocked out 2 chapters each. You just knocked out the whole exam right then and there. And you've done practice questions. That's actually like 50% prepared for the test. You can't expect to be prepared if you have not done the work. That's another thing. You can pray all day. If you know you ain't studied, I ain't saying God ain't helping you, but you ain't helping yourself. So you have to, you know. Also, I've seen something on TikTok when a girl was talking about something, like, you have all, because you're gonna have a little busy assignments. And you think, oh, let me go do the busy assignments and I'll worry about the big case study that I have to do. I'll worry about that later. No. Do the big assignment first, and trust me, just annotate it on your planner and you'll make time for the little assignments here and there. Because those little assignments are really not that time consuming. It takes you about 10 minutes. You could be watching a Netflix show while you're doing it, and there's Quizlets on half of those things, if we be honest. So you really don't have to sit there and just, but the stuff that you know your teacher is going to grade like that, and it ain't busy work, and they're going to grade it hard, that's what you need to focus on first. Do the big assignments first and then tackle the little assignments next. So number 3, my 3rd tip. Not many people say this tip, but for the people in the back, I hope you hear me. Show up to your exam 5 minutes before the exam. I'm telling you, show up 5 minutes before the exam. Hear me out. Now, I'm not saying your test at 1 o'clock and you showing up at 1:45. No, you need to be there at a good time. I would, if I knew I had a test, I meant 12:45. Why would I say 1:45? I mean 12:45. Now, if my test is at 1, I'm going to make sure I'm at least there. Me being me, I'm there at 12. But I'm going to make sure I'm at least there by 12:30. Now, the reason why I say this, because we got our people that like to, you know, look at the material before you go in. If you got like your little study guide that you done narrated down to just the stuff that you can't, your mind is not sticking, so you're going over another mnemonic or you're writing a formula over and over again, I'm okay with that. But to sit there and try to teach yourself material right before the test, you're setting yourself up for failure. Also, the reason why I brought up the 5 minutes before, you do not want to go, like say the exam, like I said, at 1 p.m. You go inside of your classroom at 12 o'clock or at 12:30, and you're sitting in there, all your classmates sitting in there freaking out about that test, and now you're on edge. Because you can't shut out everybody unless you got headphones and you know ain't nobody gonna talk to you. No. show up 5 minutes before. I even, like, sometimes I even cut it close to like 2 minutes. I'll go to the bathroom, because it's like, test is the best laxative. I don't hear a lot of people saying that either. Tests are the best laxative, because everything just start going. I know that was too much information, but I always go to the bathroom before I have a test, just to make sure I don't have to use the restroom or anything during the test, because anxiety or nerves try to get over, which I pray those things out before my exam. And then next, I sit down, have my Scantron, my highlighter, and my pencils. I get 2 pencils and I pick 1 highlighter for this exam, so I can highlight the key parts of the questions. Y'all, I've done really well on my exams, like A's. I've done really well. My lowest grade was a 72. That's not bad. My last semester, my lowest grade was a 60, y'all. And it was hard to bring that sucker back up. Like, when I say like these things help me through, these are like, and these are not all. I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna think of something and probably make a part 2 or something if I can. Or if there's something that you feel like I missed that you need clarification on, just drop it in the comments and I'll probably make a video about it, or I just reply back to your comment. But since we're halfway through, just don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, please. Leave your girl some love in those comments, please. So back to, yes, show up 5 minutes before the exam. Don't go in there early. You don't need to go in there early. Nothing. Your teacher may go over some stuff, but if you've been to tutoring, and that's another thing with the whole showing up, make sure you're there for, like, our school called it lab hours. Our teachers had open labs. Go to those open labs. Pick your teacher's brain. Like, hey, I'm confused about, make sure you know your material before you go in there, so you can ask her questions. Hey, I don't understand how you would ask a question on an exam like this about this certain thing. Like, create questions to ask and just be like, get better clarification. That shows the teacher that you're actually here and you want to learn and that you want to make good grades. And sometimes your teacher will look out for you and like, oh, I'm not putting that on the test, or only know that's a type 2 diabetic drug on the exam. Like, okay, I thought I had to know the side effects and everything. No, you just saved yourself time and energy. So go to those tutoring sessions. If your teacher does not have tutoring sessions, go to their office hours. That's always key. Do not be too proudful for help, y'all, because at the end of the day, this is your career. You're sacrificing time. You're sacrificing energy where you could have been chilling on the couch, or spending time with your kids, or spending time with your husband, or your dog, or your cat. You could have been doing something else, but you're choosing to do this for your family, or yourself. I don't know your background, but just make the time. Make the time. 4. Okay, this one is like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people say that. Do not share your scores with other people. That's where jealousy comes from. That's where bitterness comes from. A lot of people will act like they're on your side and they're not. A lot of people will get like, oh, they just want to hear your score so that make them feel better, or they just jealousy. Just don't share your scores. I think that's enough in itself. Like, I know you'd be like, oh, she's so cool, she's my friend, or oh, he's so cool, he's my friend. Baby, you'll be surprised. A lot of people act like they're your friend and they're not. So there's a lot of snakes. So people show you like their best foot at first, and they don't show you who they truly are. So be careful when you share certain things with people, because at the end of the day, I know you're putting your heart in. I don't know if you're like me, I put my heart in everything, so you just want to be careful about things like that. 5. Okay, so create a system and how you remember things. That was my 5th tip. So the background with that one, I was really trying to like, it took me a minute to really grasp what way I remember things. Like, a way I remember it. Are you a visual learner, or do you have photo memory? Like, so it's people out there that got photo memories and they could just read a page and remember it, the placement of a chart and stuff. I'm not blessed like that, so I gotta read it a million times. I have to read the material a million times. I have to listen to it a couple times. I have to create my own little, like, I found ways to create my own little outline out of the PowerPoint lecture, and then I create, like, I write notes all over, which if that's a video y'all want, I can give it to y'all. I write notes all over it because I have my iPad, and then from there I literally, when I had, like, for pharmacology, I make my own little drug sheet with the drug. And y'all, I retained a lot more material. I create my own mnemonics. You find, like, little crazy ways to remember, like, little things, like, and that's what makes it stick. Just a way that you can, it could, not to say it like this, it could be inappropriate, it could be like whatever your mind thinking, it could be weird, it could be quirky, it could be anything, as long as it's gonna make you remember it, or it's something, you know, whatever makes you remember it. That's all that matters. You're gonna remember it on the test because you created that mnemonic for you to remember that one little thing. So, study, study, study. Study, study, study. Study, study, study. For the people in the back, study, study, study. When you think you know the material, you don't. Study. When you think you don't know the material, study. Like, when you're on the go, make sure that your notes are, you have full access. And another thing that helped me, I kind of switched it up. I would use paper notes. Like, I'll print out my notes and I'll be able to, because after a while of looking at a laptop all day, your eyes start to hurt. I would have bad migraines. I started switching it up. Like, sometimes I'll spend some time on my actual iPad or my laptop studying, and sometimes I would actually have my notes printed out and I'll just write all over it and study it that way. You have to switch it up, whatever works for you. I get bad migraines looking at computers all day, and I have, like, I don't have reading glasses. I use blue light glasses, but I do that just to help myself. Also, a quick note. Understand that the semester that you're in, the semester that you are in, is only for a couple months. I know a lot of people do quarters or whatever, but it's only just a break of a moment for you. Do not let, oh, I gotta study, I just want to spend time with my kids. This is for them. This is for your husband. This is for you. This is for you to better your life, better your education. This is something that you wanted. Work for it. Work hard and do not give up on yourself. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. That's why you have to work at it. Prove everybody wrong. And that's my thing. A lot of people, I know a lot of people talk about how there's, because like I said with the jealousy, a lot of people are not going to want you to win. And I'm not making this a color thing or anything, but it doesn't matter what you look like. A lot of people are not going to want it. Family members are not going to support you all the time. You have to want it. And it's one of those things you have to fight for. And just do it. It's like Nike, just do it. So number 6. Study ATI day 1. So when I go into second semester, I am going to start with the dynamic quizzes, because my school system, I don't know if everybody's school system does ATI. You have to do like ATI exit exams after each semester, but I've seen on YouTube a lot of schools are using ATI to obtain a person's degree, like to get through each step of the semester. A lot of schools are using ATI. So if I was you, I would study ATI day 1, doing the dynamic quizzes, because a lot of teachers are teaching from a book that their school system uses. But to study ATI, it's a whole nother, like when it comes to the lab values and stuff, the numbers are a little off. Like even learning about like type 1 and type 2 diabetes, and learning about the different insulins and the onset, the peaks, and the durations, my teacher was like, these numbers are off from the textbook. And she's letting us know ahead of time, like, yo, when y'all get to third semester, make sure y'all know what ATI says, because the test questions are going to be off of, that's third semester. You get what I'm saying? So study ATI day one, y'all. And I mean, it probably won't make any sense right now if you're about to start first semester, but just remember in the back of your head, Bri said, study ATI. Like, I know for fundamentals, it's like 243 questions. Do 50 questions a day, like, or a week. It doesn't matter. You'll get through those questions before you know it. And then take your time on those ATI exams. Y'all, I did not pass the ATI exam the first time, but it was because I rushed through it. I went through it the second time and made the level 2, but only because I took my time. Take your time on exams. You be so quick to try to rush through things, and your mind can trick you in thinking you putting something that, you know. And ATI is tricky, y'all. 2 answers be the best answer, and you'll be just like me, chose the wrong one. So take your time. And number 7, my last tip. Oh, take your time with exams. I guess I already knew I was gonna go into this, but take your time with exams. Do not rush yourself. Give yourself grace. Y'all, when y'all get that exam, I don't know if you like me, but your expectations for yourself are so high. It's okay. Give yourself grace. If you don't like your test score, okay, what we're gonna do about it? Crying about it is not going to do anything. And I hate to be like that. Yes, cry about it and let it all out. You can be in the shower crying, listening to your music, crying about it, and being sad. But what are we doing tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow we're going to start studying again for next test, because we need to get the ball rolling. And if y'all program is anything like mine, an accelerated ADM program, associate's degree program, as soon as the first test start, baby, you having tests almost every week, back to back. So you have to get your mind, okay, I didn't pass. You can't be in the funk too long. Okay, I didn't pass that test. I didn't make the square one. Okay, study tomorrow. I'm going to do better the next time. You have to have that type of mindset. And I know it's hard sometimes because you feel defeated. You feel like, dang, I thought I was doing this, because like a lot of people like to say, you come in and you got that, you done did your prereqs, you done made all them A's and those B's on your prereqs, and you like, ooh, I'm an all-around A student, and then they hit you with them scenario nursing questions. And you like, okay, now I'm recontemplating everything in life. No, you can do it. They do it so they can weed people out. And yes, I know it's crazy because they need nurses. Trust me, everybody's gonna say this. Why are they making it so hard? They need nurses. It sucks that, you know, to be a nurse, I gotta pass a test. Like, I'm good hands-on. People are gonna say all these things, but at the end of the day, baby, you're trying to pass that test to get your credentials. That's all I get complaining. I get being angry. I get the world just be at us. I get it. But do not allow that to be an excuse. Do not allow that to be an excuse. Have grace. Have grace with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Throw some self-care in there. I didn't say exactly self-care, but I feel like by saying prayer, that's self-care within itself. I literally would get my lashes done. I don't think I'm supposed to have my lashes done in the program, but I was getting my lashes done. That was my thing. That was just my thing. Can't get your nails done, so that's out of the picture. That's why I got my nails done now, because I'm on summer break. But find something. Go to the gym. Do a little 15-minute workout, 30-minute workout. Go for a walk. Do something to just keep your mind going, and something to just keep you like, okay, I'm okay. Like, it's okay to talk to yourself. Bri, we okay today? We feeling some type of way today? Oh, okay, we good. We're gonna pass this test. Don't be in the drama. Don't be in the mess. Do what you gotta do. Pass that test. Ooh, that rhyme. Don't be in the drama. Don't be in the mess. Do what you gotta do to pass that test. I don't think there's nothing more to say. But thank you for making it to the end of my video. If there's anything that you want me to clarify or go more into detail with, leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to leave some love in those comments, y'all. I will comment back. I will leave some love back. Leave some encouraging things down there for somebody that is going through it or that just got accepted. And you've been there or whatever the case may be. Just leave love, no hateful things in the comments, please. And I love you guys, and I hope y'all have a blessed week. Bye.